Hi, my name is Christy Whitmer, and for my project, I am going to take you through a module that I've created in AP Statistics, and I'm pretty excited about this. So first off, I always have, my intro to who I am and my syllabus all under the first day module with a lot of resources that they can find there. These resources also include the glossaries, which they will be using as we go. So I'm going to show you, and Unit 1 is the unit that I spent a lot of time redoing here, and I hope to continue to do all of these units throughout the summer. I did do the complete all items, so they have to complete in order. I loved that feature and thought it was fantastic. So here you can see I have it organized with 3 different big lessons, and 4 or 5 lessons, but 3 lessons that 1.3, 1.4, and 1.5 are kind of combined, but I still separate them. So within each of those lessons, I have video notes that will take them to a YouTube link where they can go watch it. I absolutely love flipping for AP Statistics. Not for AP Calculus, it's just way different, but in AP Stats, I love the discussions we get to have in class once I flip and all of the examples that we can get through. So I've been flipping it now for a couple of years, and it is wonderful. So they will watch the video notes, and as they are watching these video notes, I have a handout that they will be filling in. So this handout looks something like this. It's pre-made so that they're spending the time filling in the notes and not just writing the words, if that makes sense. And so oftentimes we will take notes in our notes as we go. So they'll watch it and fill all this in, and that's what they do there. And then after, I also have a handout key, so if they missed any of the ideas, they can definitely go and check on that and see how that looks. And then they're going to go to the Desmos link, and these links all work. My computer is just going really slow, so if I try to click on them all, it's going to take way more than 5 minutes here at school over the summer. Okay, so I redid this, like I said, in these units too. I made all my homework in Desmos, and that was something that was crazy for me. I really wanted to learn the Desmos throughout this progress of this unit, as well as just all of these individualized learning themes, because in Desmos I can do so much more than just paper, pencil, and so like here they can be drag and drop. They can see, I have it where the option is like they can share their answers, so all students, especially as we get into, these aren't too bad, but when we get into here, when they're not so sure, they can see what other students have written to kind of help them along as they go in the homework. I also have like some teacher notes I've created, and so yeah, I love these Desmos things. I try to also put some AP, like this was an AP release problem, so copyrighted is okay, that they kind of have to go through and do as well. So I've put all of those within the Desmos, and so they can do their homework there. And that was a lot of work as well, but again, I'm super excited about that. So, and in Desmos, I can have it where they can self-check immediately, and I can kind of see their progress as well of how they're doing. It's just when you see after you've signed it, like I can see the whole check off for everything, each slide that the student has completed, and I really like it and how they're performing on every single slide. So I have this going on for all of the lessons within here. This Desmos, like I said, is kind of continued on to 4 and 5. It's a bigger one. So they'll have like 3 days basically to finish that Desmos. So it's one of the bigger Desmos that I created. So then after that, we will do a paper pencil quiz, but the quiz will be with a small group. So they will be able to communicate and help each other. And to me, like, it is one of the best learning experiences that these students have, is their small group quizzes and helping each other. So we will do that next. And then they will review for their test. So they have their quiz, and I always grade their quizzes with them in their group so they can see immediately how they've done. And so I have created 3 different options, which was really challenging. I always like my kids to be at the same page, and so here I'm really trying to stretch here for this individualized learning plan. So I gave them what we would normally all do, which again is kind of like a paper pencil, lots of the same kinds of things that they will see on AP tests and everything, and can get a little boring. So I'm excited to share these other 2 things. So here I created a hands-on project as well that they can do instead of this worksheet. Basically, it's a massive worksheet, but in the project, like I said, I should have had this open because you can see the spinning death wheel. I just created AP exams this week, and oh my gosh, the spinning death wheel was crazy. Okay, so I have the project of what they're going to be doing, the outline rubric, and so they are actually going to go and work through some of these problems in a hands-on experience where they can see something maybe, from a magazine and getting the graphs and interpreting that instead of me just presenting the graphs. So they're kind of finding those, and they're saying, what can be misconstrued here? How is this not appropriate, or is it appropriate? Or are they exaggerating somehow? And so they can often see how advertisers can miss the mark, and so they're really understanding the graphs and how to interpret graphs in this lesson. So then the last option I have too is that they can, is that they can make a video, and so in that video they have to identify. So I have more of what the rubric and everything here too on the Google Doc link. But they have to, compare and contrast 2 graphs within a video of some sort of however they want, like with avatars or themselves. And then they also have to do something with an outlier. And so I think that they will create some really interesting stories, but help them remember this vocabulary and this math through their story. I think a lot of kids are going to pick this option, so I'm excited to see what they actually want to do. I think a lot of them will either do the video or just the paper pencil. I still have a ton of kids who just want them, put it out there for me. This is what I do. They're very good at school, in the AP world, and so they like that just easy process of this is school. But I really am going to try to push some of them to do something a little bit different with the video, and I think that will be cool. So then after we have that, and again, all the rubrics are in there for the points on the links. So after that, then they will take a test over Unit 1, and that is paper pencil, because in the end, I do have to prepare them for to get their college credit for the AP exam. So they will be doing that all together again on their own. Sorry, all doing the same thing, but they have to take that individually. So in there, I definitely have where they have to keep completing the items. I have, if they don't have these items checked off by the time it's ready for the group quiz, then they don't get to take the quiz with the group, and then they lose out. And so it's kind of a lose-lose for them, and it really keeps them motivated to keep the participation up. They know that I take late work up into a certain point, and so that's usually my cutoff is by the quiz, because I know some of them will have long nights and sports or theater and different things, so I'm always really flexible with that. So that's what I wanted to show you. I think I forgot to mention, in class we always go over the main learning goals, and so like here I have them at the top of their notes, and we fill these together and in class though, and then we go on and do more with them. So that is something they always know, okay, when they get their notes, these are my learning objectives that I need to be able to answer these essential questions as they are going. So that is it. They definitely can always contact me. They have my email, and I get to see them every day. So that's pretty fortunate, especially after everything that we've went through, that we are fully in person. So hope that I made that in time of 5 minutes, but super excited, and I hope that I did everything great and that you like it, because I love it, and thank you.